This is the first ever battery-powered Rolls-Royce. The Spectre, the best car in the world, is now electric.
So why does this wild, high-priced vehicle make perfect sense? It is called a coupe because it has 2 doors, but it also has 4 seats. It has 577 horsepower and over 600 pound-feet of torque. It weighs nearly 7,000 pounds, almost as much as the Rivian R1T. And yes, it can go from 0 to 60 miles per hour in just over 4 seconds. This car is powerful in a straight line and can travel about 260 miles on a full charge. You might be guessing where this is going. You've heard luxury sedans being talked about before. What could be more perfect to make electric than a luxury sedan? When someone wants a luxury sedan, what do they look for? They want it to be big, smooth, quiet, and spacious. It's probably going to be heavy and expensive, but that's expected. This will be the quietest, smoothest, and most spacious Rolls-Royce ever made. Rolls-Royce knows this too. They have promised that all their cars will be electric by 2030, so it seems like the right direction. They're starting with this one. The Spectre has a BMW i7 battery and motors underneath, but it has a custom suspension and a Rolls-Royce design on top, and it costs $500,000. Even with everything going on with this car, one thing stands out. It's all about being soft. This is the softest car you can buy. Everything about it is soft, from the suspension to the way it drives. The steering is very gentle, the seats are super soft, and the leather and other materials inside are extremely smooth. Even the floor mats are made of incredibly soft lamb's wool. The acceleration and deceleration are designed to be very smooth. Overall, everything about this car is just super soft. Now let's look inside this Rolls-Royce. It's a Rolls-Royce, so of course you want to see the interior. And also it's freezing outside, so let's get inside. You might have seen RRs before. The door opens from the front, which is something you might recognize. Let's get inside and put our foot on the brake. As soon as the brake is pressed, the door will close itself softly. Once inside, the view is iconic, especially with the stars in the headliner. The first thing noticed is the high-quality, very soft materials. Look at this dial. It turns so smoothly. To stop the airflow, just push it. The HVAC controls are set up so the temperature at the bottom and top can be changed easily. The car has over 500 horsepower, but you don't feel the need to use all that power. You don't feel inspired to go that fast. The acceleration and deceleration are very gradual, especially when starting. When regenerative braking is turned on by pressing the B pedal on the stalk, the car slows down smoothly to almost a stop, like a limo. It eases you to a stop very gently, starting off just as smooth. You can press the pedal hard from a stop, but you won't spin the tires or jerk your head back. The car doesn't want to do that. It wants to smoothly build up power, and it does this very well. Third, and most impressively, this is the quietest car ever experienced. The cabin is incredibly quiet. The windows are made of double-pane thick glass. When all the windows are up, the cabin feels isolated and impressive. There are hundreds of pounds of noise-isolating materials in the car. You can't hear the road, wind, or the drivetrain. Even if there are other cars or trucks nearby, you don't hear them. You can have a whisper-quiet conversation at high speeds in the car. It's incredibly quiet. This should be impossible, especially on rough roads, but it is that quiet. The car has speakers all over the cabin. It features a custom $11,000 speaker system. The sound quality is amazing, not just because of the expensive system, but because the cabin is so quiet. You can hear everything clearly, with more bass, sub-bass, and instrument separation, just like being in a very quiet room. The rest of the driving experience is pretty normal. The car has cameras all around, which is nice. It also has wireless CarPlay. It is rated for 260 miles of range. In cold weather, the range is closer to 200 miles, maybe even 190. However, the range estimates are very accurate. If it says you have 150 50 miles left, you can count on that. It's similar to Rivian in that way. There are two tech features in this car that are surprisingly good. First, there are two screens. One is in the middle, where you can use wireless CarPlay and the built-in software. The other is behind the steering wheel. Anyway, this is the regular software screen. Wireless CarPlay works great, and you can move around using the touchscreen or this dial. One cool feature is on the big steering wheel, where there is a voice assistant button. If CarPlay is on, it triggers Siri. If not, it uses the car's built-in voice assistant, which connects to the microphone above your head. You can use it to adjust things like music volume or Bluetooth, and it actually works. Another neat thing is part of this tech here on the menu, Drive Recorder. You can go in and use all the cameras around the car to set up dash cam recordings when you press record. There are different cameras around the car to keep track of what happens, like in an accident. For a car this expensive, it's good to have that. First of all, the starting price is $420,000. That's already quite expensive. This car, with its options, is priced at $540,000. So the car has almost $120,000 worth of options. These wheels are the optional 23-inch wheels. They're a bit larger and may reduce your range a bit. But if you like their slick 7-spoke design, you can get them for $10,675. Now we already know about the stars in the headliner. That comes standard in the Rolls-Royce. But if you want starlight in the door, that'll cost you an extra 13 Gs. Totally worth it though. The interior is quite serious and matches the car's exterior with its two-tone look. The Arctic white leather finish will cost you $5,975. And if you want purple piping on the seats, that'll be an extra $4,800. The colored stitching in purple is a nice touch that will set you back $2,500 more. And it's right here. If you haven't heard it already, Rolls-Royces all come with a little umbrella in the door, so you won't have to get wet when you get out. If you want the canopy color to be black, you'll have to pay an extra $1,700 for that. But if you're going for the matte black with everything else, you might as well get the black canopy. The list of options goes on. For that price, you could literally get another whole car. You could get a BMW i7 for that price. The difference between a regular luxury car and a $500,000 Rolls is that it's a level up that takes a lot of extra money to get to. You don't need more than an S-Class or a $100,000 luxury sedan. But if you want a real step up over those standards, the price isn't just a little more. That's why you end up with this fake grille. It's electric, but everything else sounds so nice. That's how you achieve that next level of spending quite a bit more. Share your thoughts with us in the comments below. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons. Until next time.